everyone. It was freezing back there. It's like the tundra, so I'm like shaking, and I'm like, is it from my nerves or is it because it's so freezing? Anyway, I am so grateful to be sharing this time with you today, and just so I can get who I am out of the way, I have been making beauty and lifestyle videos on YouTube for almost 10 years now. Thank you. Which means that I started when YouTube was not cool at all. No one was paying attention to it. And no one thought that they would be building a business off of it. So fast forward to now, and millions of people follow me. And that has translated into a pretty multifaceted media career. I have partnered with some of the biggest beauty brands in the world, and I've had the opportunity to interview some of the most influential people in the world, like Bill Gates earlier this year and President Obama. I have also been selected as a UN ambassador for change and for Oprah's Super Soul 100, which is a group of leaders using their voices to elevate humanity. And in 2015, I came out on YouTube. Yes. And what was really unexpected is that video went viral. It currently has over 17 million views. And the reason why it went viral was because no woman who looked like me, who came from my industry, with my following, had ever come out before. So that is my resume. So now that that's out of the way, I want to let you know that I actually had a completely different presentation that was ready to go for today, but that's not what I'm doing. Because this week happened, and it was so crazy. And it was actually really stressful. And my instinct told me to go in a different direction. So I took some notes while I was on a plane the other night, and I just want to talk to you from where I am right now. So if I'm being honest, I really don't feel like a badass today. I am exhausted. And I just got back from a 4-day whirlwind trip to Europe, where I was on a plane every day, and there were 2 major events, and everything went well, but the build-up to it was really intense. There were a lot of expectations, there was a lot of stress, a lot of technical difficulties, a car accident, so it was just a lot of stuff. And I also feel a little ashamed about not being able to deliver my original presentation, but I know that that's the perfectionist in me talking. So the reason why I'm telling you all of this is because I have built my career off of being authentic. But the more opportunities that I get and the more successful that I become, the harder it is to be vulnerable. There are expectations from everyone. My team, my audience, brand partners, and even myself. And it feels like there's a lot less room to make mistakes because there's more at stake. So originally, I had planned to talk about how to manage stress and exhaustion. And in case you're wondering, yes, the universe does have a sense of humor, because right now I am in the depths of the pool of exhaustion. And since being here, just doggy paddling around, trying to keep my head above water, I have realized that I missed something really important in my previous presentation. It's that being honest about where you are is the first and most important step. It is the key to every solution down the road. So this week, I reached a point where I just couldn't memorize another outline, script, or presentation. My brain was like, I'm done. I've had enough. I am fried. And I felt really defeated. I just kept telling myself, come on, just suck it up. Just push harder. But I realized that isn't what I would say to someone else. Instead, I would say, it's okay. You're human. And this is something that we hear all the time. You can do it. And you totally can do it. But I think extending yourself is valuable, but then there's also this point of overextension. And I think it's important to be aware of that. I think that sometimes the best thing that we can do is to say, I can't. And it's the best thing for our work and ourselves. And I want to be clear that saying I can't or no doesn't mean I quit or I don't care. It actually means the opposite. It means that I respect myself and my work enough to be honest and vulnerable. It means that I will ask for help when I need it. So I'm up here today with notes in hand, pretty much just winging it for the most part because I was about to hit a wall. And, I was telling myself, well, just get up there and pretend to not be exhausted and share tips on how you too could be zen just like me. But something told me to stop. That, my instinct talking. It's the thing that told me, yeah, you're definitely not zen right now, but nice try. It's the thing that told me not to fake my original presentation. It's the thing that told me to show up here today and say all of this, even if it meant looking less prepared, less perfect, and even less professional. Because if the last 10 years have taught me anything, it's that my instincts are almost always right. And betraying them is more painful than facing them. As leaders, we have to learn to trust our instincts. And that can be hard, especially when they're telling us something that we really don't want to hear. But we owe it to ourselves to listen. So I'm here to remind you that being a great leader isn't about perfection. It's about having the courage to step into humility, because that is where you find the real you. And right now, we're living in a world that is filled with so much ego dressed up as authenticity. So we need the real you now more than ever. Thank you.